Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'm under a year old and I'm still growing and I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who's already subscribed, all my viewers. I always thank you with every single video because without you, my channel would not be what it is today, period, the end. So thank you. If you do subscribe today, thank you. Thank you so much. I just love to see everybody who has subscribed. It's just so encouraging. I love it. Thank you all and welcome. If you are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story series on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, book 1 here, which I've read out loud live on Facebook. And then I've uploaded all of those videos here for you to enjoy for free. If you've already read book 1 or watched all those videos, know that book 2 is published and available. These absolutely beautiful, very well-made paperbacks are available from Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 each, plus shipping. But if you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. All right, everyone, so welcome back. What I'm doing here is dedicating the entire month to the mother, as this is the Mother Speaks Tarot. The reason I created this channel, the Sacred Feminine Energy, who I'm very close with, asked me to create this channel. I wasn't sure why, but now I'm very certain. I know this is, it's a avenue for her to speak. The Sacred Feminine has been suppressed and ignored and a lot of stuff for thousands of years here, so this is a way for her to be heard. Okay, and so because we just had Mother's Day on Sunday, and I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day, whether you were a man or a woman, the mother energy is honored. So hope you had a great Mother's Day. So what we're doing this month, or celebrating the month, the Mother all month, we're receiving our messages from Mother energies. In February, it was Valentine's Day, and I did that by asking different goddesses of love for our messages, one each week. So what we're doing this month is asking Mother energies. So I was meditating a few weeks back, maybe a month or two now, it's been a while, but I was meditating to find a name for something in my new book, because I'm still writing, it's a series. And I saw a word come into my head and how it was spelled and everything, and it was spelled C-E-R, maybe 2 R's, I'm not sure, C-E-R-Y-D-D-W-Y-N. So I looked it up to see if there was anything that had that name. And it turned out that it's a goddess, and we spell her name C-E-R-R-I-D-W-E-N now, Cerridwen. Okay, so she is a Celtic goddess. She is the goddess of the cauldron, which is why I have the cauldron here with some treasure inside. We have the triple goddess symbol here because Cerridwen can represent the Maiden, Mother, and Crone energy by herself. However, in other parts of the UK, since she is Celtic, she is combined with 2 other goddesses. She's the Crone in that trinity. And then we have goddess Blodeuwedd is the Maiden, and then Aeshnidae is the Mother. But because only Cerridwen came to me, and she's capable of representing the triple goddess by herself, this is who we are asking for our messages from today. So welcome to my new goddess friend, Cerridwen. Because she is Celtic, we'll be using the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. It's perfect. These are the enchanted forests from the UK. This is by Linnea Weatherstone and illustrated by Marilla Allwood. So these are the United Kingdom's enchanted forests, and at the end of the reading, I'll grab at least 3 cards from the Oracle of the Unicorns by Cordelia Francesca Brabs. And then we will get 1 card at least from the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay and illustrated by Ginger Kelly. I have been getting some very strong messages, very clear, strong messages from her. And so I'm very happy to have my new goddess friend, Cerridwen. They come to me like this every so often. An energy will introduce themselves to me. And I welcome them as long as they love me unconditionally. Okay. All right. So everyone, as a reader, I read minor arcana as messages about your free will, and major arcana as messages about your divine blueprint. The divine blueprint is the plan that you made for your life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and the wisdom level that is encoded within your soul. And if you can continue to rise in vibration and wisdom, because we do have free will, we can go right back down in vibration. But as you go raising your vibration, you eventually get to a life where you are very wise, you are very high vibe. And I believe that is when you are what they call enlightened, and you can bring a lot of good to the world. So when we're looking at your major arcana, it's kind of like destiny, but not really, because of our free will. There are times when we write things into our divine blueprint where we cannot change it no matter what we do. We've written it that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have. So let's get started here. Let's get here right in the middle. And whoa, Aries, you have been the enchanter. You've been manifesting. You know what you're doing. Yep, you are manifesting. You've got it down. Okay. You know how to manifest. You have been working on manifesting things, and it's right side up. So what I'm feeling from this is, first of all, Aries, this is something that you were supposed to manifest, because this is a major arcana card. This is the number 1. The only one that comes ahead of it is the 0, which is the Fool, which is your energy, the Aries. This is also your energy with Gemini, I believe. This is bringing something into the world that is tangible from absolutely nothing. You see in front of him, this is just sparkly. There's nothing there. Okay, it's just energy. So what he's doing is he's bringing something into being from thought. And basically we all do that. Like if you think you want a sandwich and then you go into the kitchen and make yourself a sandwich, you've manifested a sandwich. And so it started in your mind, and you made it become material, and there you go. Okay, but the life force energy is very subtle, so that sometimes you don't know if you're manifesting or not. But I believe that you did. You knew that you were manifesting. The next energy that we read is the energy that crosses this. And I just feel like this is kind of what's going on right now, or possibly the result of this manifestation. Or probably both. This is the 3 of challenges, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And yes, this is the broken heart card. This is not just the broken heart card. In this particular deck, this is the card where you broke your own heart. The story behind this is this father was a widow. Okay, this is a fairy tale. This is the one with the breadcrumbs. The one with, yeah, so there's some element of breadcrumbing going on here as well, okay, which is not a nice energy. So this is the story where this widowed man has his 2 children, and they're very poor and they're all starving. And so what he figures is he'll take his children out into the woods so that they'll either survive on their own, or they'll die more quickly than starving to death. So he takes them out into the forest each day, and they kind of know what's going on, and they leave breadcrumbs, you know, and then the birds eat them. You know what I'm saying? And then the white stones, I think we've all read this story. But the thing is this man got an idea in his head. and accepted it as truth. He broke his own heart because he gave up. He didn't trust in the universe to provide for him, because the universe is abundant. And yes, they were suffering, but instead of going out into the woods with them, or you know what I mean, he's just giving up. And maybe he didn't try to find another way. He broke his own heart. Now, this is the energy that is at the root of this all. And so I believe this is why this happened, and this is the Hermit, okay? So the Hermit, Virgo energy, is where you isolate yourself, and you look deep inside to find what brings you joy in life. What are your hopes and dreams? What would you like out of life? What is happiness to you? Sometimes we lose sight of that, and we have to go and into hermit mode to find this out. Now, I like to use the energies for each deck that they were created with, and the stories behind them. Now, this is a badger, and what's funny about this hermit is that he went underground not just so that he can have everything the way he wants and be comfortable and not be bothered. He doesn't want to be badgered. He's a badger who didn't want to be badgered. Okay. Now, the thing here with the upside down card is, now these cards don't have reversed meanings, okay? They only have shadow trait meanings when they're people cards, when that's a page, a knight, or a king or a queen, right? Now, this is the major arcana card of the Hermit. Now, I can read this in two ways. Now, when I look at these cards that don't have the reversed meanings, I just look at them as they're not fully manifested. So it could be that you're not exactly alone. You are, but you're not exactly. And it could be that this hermit moment is no. I'm trying to say this, it's not true. Okay, my intuition is telling me this, to read it in the reverse. You have found out what brings you joy. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. This is so yellow on my phone right now, and the actual color of it on the card is orange. This is the sun energy. See, it just went orange. See, it's orange. But if I hold it this way, it looks yellow. What? So that's sun energy to me. It's telling me right now that you've learned what brings you joy. The sun card is the happiest card in the deck. Okay, so this is, when you get the Hermit card in the reverse, it means that you have already gone you've come out of your dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is it is the thing usually that makes the hermit go into hermit mode. Okay, that's why they carry a lantern, because it's dark all around them, and he's in a little cave, and it's dark, and the only thing, his lantern here is his fireplace. But I believe that you've already learned what brings you joy. You've already learned what is the sun in your life now. And you may have already learned that you broke your own heart. Now, this is the energy that is in your recent past and is now moving out of your life. And what we have here is the wide world. This is the end of the major arcana. I said the full card in this deck is the white heart, and it's standing in front of the forest, and at that card you're supposed to follow your heart literally into the enchanted forest, and the enchanted forest represents your spiritual journey. When you get the wide world card, you see that the heart is now leading you out of the forest and out into the wide world, and that means that your journey has ended. This is the world card. It represents the end of a cycle. You will usually see a oval or round wreath around a woman, and that represents the cycle. Okay, we all go through these cycles. However, this is in the reverse. So I'm feeling from this that this the end of the cycle has not ended. Okay, but this non-ending is moving out of your life at this time. Okay, so this is a very important energy too. This is a major arcana card. So this is kind of a weird card for me at this moment, because it's not ending, but it's moving out of your life at this time. It would have made more sense if it had ended and now it's moving out of your life at this time, but it's not. Okay, it's not ended. The cycle is not over. Maybe I'll get more clarity on that as we go. That's usually what happens. Okay, so for me as a reader, these two cards right here are future cards. All right, so this is the first one, and this is the Four of Visions, which would be the Four of Cups. This is dissatisfaction with life. I got this card yesterday at least once, maybe a couple of times. So before I was going to sleep last night, I was thinking about this card. So I guess I was like meditating on it. This is where you just don't see your blessings. You just don't see them. You're just, well, this makes sense here, Aries, because somehow you've broken your own heart. And, you know, you may have done it by accident. And now you just don't know what to do. Now life is boring. There's no joy for you. You're just grieving and not seeing the blessings. And I also have a feeling like you just don't know what to do. You're very dissatisfied with life at this time. As wondrous and beautiful as it is all around you, the miracle of life itself has, you know, I just feel like it's just not possible for you to feel joy at this time. And it can be that the light of your life you left behind, or you will have to leave them behind, or they're not with you. I don't know if this is one or more person in your life, but I feel that. I just, you know, when I was looking at this just now, it says you left the light of your life behind. This card right here, the Four of Cups, this is where in other decks there will be 3 cups knocked. No, wait, no, that's not it. That's the wrong one. That's a 5 of Cups. Sorry. This is where the universe is trying to hand you a blessing, and you just don't even see it. You're just so sad and just so dissatisfied with life that you can't see the blessing. And so this is the blessing, this dragonfly. Okay, so I just heard, look up the meaning of the dragonfly. I've been seeing the dragonfly a lot yesterday, and now it's standing out to me again. There's a message for you about the dragonfly. Now this is the next future energy, and this is another major arcana card, the folly. Okay, folly means a mistake. Now this is The story behind this particular tower, because that's what this is. This is the tower or the blasted tower. There's a tower moment coming. You know, tower moments aren't always bad, okay? There are times of change, a time that is very pivotal in your life. This is a major arcana card, so this is a very large part of your divine blueprint, okay? So this is a shocking, sudden change. But the story behind this card may have, I'm feeling Cerridwen is saying, tell the story, okay? So what happens is this rich man goes into the enchanted forest and he sees this very old, very lovely tree, and it was so big he knew that he could make it into a castle and live inside of it. And everybody who lived in the area said, no, don't try to make that into a house because the top of the tree won't be able to handle it. But the rich man didn't care what the other people said and did it anyway. So he had his fun and he had his little tree house and it looked all nice and pretty and everything. But after a while, he ended up feeling like this. Okay? His tree house didn't bring him joy anymore. As much as he wanted it, as much as it turned out lovely, he abandoned it. And so after a while, the top did snap, exactly what the people said would happen. And so what happened is this man just came in here, used nature for his frivolous joy, and then just left it. As if it were absolutely nothing, as if it wasn't a sacred thing in the world, which it was. It was a very beautiful tree, and the reason the people that lived around it were trying to save it is because there was an admiration for it within them, a sense of sacredness to them, and they tried to warn him, no, this is a lovely tree. It's, you know, they probably didn't express how it was sacred to them, but it was. And this man just went in there and used it and threw it away. And then what they said would happen did happen. And so this was a big mistake. Although, did the man ever have karma for that? Probably. And so I feel this is a broken house. I feel this is, he broke it himself. He ruined it and then broke it. He broke his house. That's what this father did. He broke his house. He broke his home life. It was a mistake. One of the greatest mistakes of his life. Wow, Aries. I'm sorry. Okay, so this may be you, this may not be. This could be somebody that you're focusing on in your life, okay? This could be you or someone that you were very focused on. But I think this is you, for a lot of you. Now this is your hope card, and this is the Keeper of Visions. This is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and this is Pisces in particular. This is the King of Cups. To me, this is the king of your heart. You're hoping for the king of your heart. There's love. This is love. This is a mature person. This is someone who is intuitive, psychic, in control of their emotion. Someone who is kind and loving and a good confidant and, you know, just very wise. There's something about it I'm trying to remember, but it won't surface. Water. There's something under the surface of this that needs to come to light. Oh, yeah. All right. So I was talking about how this is like the sun. You see how it shines yellow. I was saying this is like the sun, okay? And this card is in reverse, and this is the sun. This is the card Sunlight. This is the happiest card in the deck. It is also in reverse. They are both major arcana cards. I feel that these, you've discovered what brings you joy. You are happy about this, but not completely. This is, sometimes this can be read as the reversal of happiness, but not to me. To me, this card is happy no matter what. It's just that while this is maximum happiness and success and joy and good omen, this is happiness, success, and joy and good omen in a slightly lesser way. Okay? So it's like you're happy that you've discovered what your joy is, but there is still something standing in the way of your full happiness, because obviously there's these, right now here you are bored and dissatisfied with life. There's some sort of shocking moment that's coming that's going to change everything. This is your fear card. This is the card of Cancer, more water energy. This is the Chariot. This is called the fairy wind in this deck, because the fairies, when they travel, they are much like a chariot. They only move forward. They don't move backwards, and if you get caught up with them, you're gone. You go with them. Sometimes people will just smell them. Sometimes people will just sense them going by, but sometimes people would be directly in their way, and they would just get caught up in their energy and go with them, and people would never see that person again. But what this is a victory, okay? Moving forward, movement. This could be purchase of a car. Maybe this, for a fear card, this is kind of interesting. I'm sensing it's part of the moving forward. You can't go back. The Chariot does not go back. You can't go back and fix anything. There's no way to fix this tree. It's already been hollowed out. But you can still move forward. And maybe what is the actual victory is something that is scary to you. Okay, there may be some sort of this is moving forward, this is movement, this is triumph, but you're afraid of it. Aries, you have a lot of major arcana cards here. You start with one. You have another one down here, one moving out of your life, and out of the 4 cards that I put in the staff area of this is called the staff. This is the cross, this is the staff, which to me is very masculine. We have, it starts with masculine energy, while this could be a female in her king energy. This is very powerful energy. This is the king energy, queen energy, that's boss energy, okay? So this staff area of your hopes and dreams, your current state of being, which is the sun, not as happy as you can be, and then your fear card, and then this is like your current, how you're feeling, and then this is the outcome, the potential outcome, because of free will. But because you have so many major arcanas, let's see, I gauge how much control you have over this situation by the number of major arcanas compared to the minor. And you have so many. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 10 cards, Aries. This is almost completely out of your control. What you have control over is you would have been able to not break your heart if you thought outside the box. You can, if you think outside the box, you can find a way. This may still be going on, okay? There's another way. If this is still going on for you, look for another way. I think it was last week, one of my readings that said think outside the box. It may have been yours. So this is where you have control, and this is where you have control, where what you can do is start counting your blessings instead of being so dissatisfied with life. Look around for the blessing that you're missing. This is where you have control. This is a hope. So keep hoping for this, and that's the only thing you can control there too. So your hopes, you gotta hope, okay? You gotta have hope. I'm not laughing. It just really feels like you've lost hope, but you just become hope. Become hope, and never lose it, because your hope here is a very powerful hope. This is king energy, love energy, intuition energy, the subconscious. This is consciousness. This is the very water energy here, okay? This is a very powerful hope. So this is, you have control that way, okay? You're the magician. You've got to understand that what energy you already do understand that the energy that you put out into the world is what's going to come back to you. All right. Okay. Now, this is your potential outcome. All right. Now, this is temperance, the divine. Okay. This is my individual twin flame card. And what that means is you will be, it's right side up. So I think this is going to happen. I think what you're going to do is you will balance your masculine and feminine energies. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies within them. When you are able to do that, you become your own twin flame. You become very powerful. Okay, and balancing your masculine and feminine energies is not easy. It takes a lot of looking at yourself, a lot of hermit mode. Okay, sometimes hanged man energy, but this is you accepting help from the divine to balance out your masculine and feminine energies, to use all the elements that are available to you as the magician does. Earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Okay? Remember that you know how to manifest. Remember that you have all these energies to work with. And so, and there is an element of the divine helping you here. Okay? What they do, these gnomes, these magic dwarves, not gnomes, dwarves, they take the not molten, but they take the raw metal out of the earth. So there's the earth, and they take it out into the air. So there's the air, right? And then they melt it with a fire. So there's the fire, and then they bring it out into the air again, and then they put it into the water, which blesses it. So they're making magical weapons. They're making magical tools. Okay, so that's alchemy. So these together, that the magician manifests, and temperance is the grand alchemist, alchemy of life. You bring the divine, which is, there's usually an angel in this card. So this is using your will, and this is using your will plus spirit help from the divine. So you are not going to just be the magician, you will also be a master alchemist. Okay? I think that you will be learning. You might possibly even have this triumph. You're just sort of afraid of it right now. Maybe you're like this father. If somebody said, look, dude, you don't have to do that. Here's another way. He might still be afraid to try that other way because he's afraid to watch his children starve to death. But say he does it, and then boom, victory. And it's because he balanced his energy. Not too much, not too little. This is also moderation. Are you doing something too much? Are you drinking too much? Are you smoking too much? Are you eating too much? Are you sad too much? And you know what I mean? You gotta, well, you don't have to do anything, but this is like, find that balance. There's a time to be sad. There's a time to be happy. There's a time to grieve, and then there's a time to be grateful. Wow. Now here's what's at the root of all of this, and not the root, I'm sorry, this is the root. And whenever this is the root too, it cracks me up because it's literally a house under the roots. Isn't that cute? Yeah, something's not over anyway, right? Something's not over. It's not over. Because what you're going to do is you're going to triumph. And you're just, I mean, this experience, yeah, that's what's happening here. This experience is going to, you are going to learn from it, and you're going to triumph, you're going to move forward, and you will be unstoppable. You can't stop the chariot. The chariot is the tank of the old days. Okay? All right. Now, this is the underlying energy, and this is the Four of Challenges. Okay? Challenges is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and this is the Four of Swords, and this is rest energy. This is peace of mind energy. Challenges is mind. The swords are mind, logic and intellect and all that. And so to me, the Four of Swords is the peace of mind card as well. And I think that you want some peace of mind, and you also want some rest. You haven't been able to rest, and you haven't had peace of mind in quite a while. So the underlying energy of this is probably this non-rest, this no peace of mind, I believe is this is the underlying energy. This is why all this has happened. You're exhausted and you don't have any peace of mind. You require some peace of mind here, Aries. Yeah, this is the king. This is the king of your heart, which is what his children would be. The king of his heart. Okay. Let's see what the unicorns have to say. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the little bell so you know when I've done another video. I don't always do only readings. Sometimes I put out other videos about things about my life and stuff and what's happened, and so check those out. Also, please check out my books. I haven't gotten a bad review. Everybody who reads it really loves it a lot, and it's part of my divine blueprint. It's something that a very, very strong psychic told me I was going to do a long time ago when I was 23, and I'm 49 now. And when she told me about it, I hardly believed her. She said that I would write a story about superheroes that were, and it was about the path to enlightenment, and that it would teach about the path, but also be very realistic and stuff. And it blew my mind back then. I didn't have any idea how I was going to do that, but I've already written two. So, and I've also heard that some people experience some spiritual healing, which makes sense to me now. So give it a shot and let me know how you like it. Thank you so much. Unicorn. Thank you. You ever seen that movie, The Last Unicorn? That's one of my favoriteest movies in the whole world. And then that guy, the clock guy's like, unicorn. Oh, no, just teasing. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Any more? Nope. Just those three. Let's see what we've... Oh. Yeah, I sound like my grandpa. My grandpa is going to be 102 on the 19th, and that's what he speaks mostly Spanish, so when you tell him something, he'll go, oh. It's funny. Okay, so this is Goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty and love every part of you. You know, what this is telling me, Aries, is that the feminine, look up the feminine. This is telling you to see, if you don't know what feminine energies, you know, what they are, look them up. But this is saying to pay attention to your feminine energy, Aries. And love every part of you means also love the part of you that made a mistake, perhaps here, okay? Forgive yourself, love yourself, because this is how we learn. Even these moments when we're not feeling grateful to be alive, we're not feeling grateful to, with the absolute miracle of life that is all around us. We all get this place, okay? We all make mistakes, okay? This man who went into the forest and did this, he was very arrogant, and he was very cold, and he didn't care about what other people thought. And he just wanted to be happy on his own, and, you know, and then when he was done using it, then he left it. And yes, if this was you doing something like this, forgive yourself. That is the feminine energy. That is part of this, okay? Moderation, not just walking that fine line, Aries, but being able to forgive yourself when you don't do the, you know, if it seems like you didn't do the right thing, but actually what it does, your actions have led you to a place of enlightenment, to bring your vibration higher, not lower. These lessons are not meant to defeat you. Okay, they're here to encourage you to raise your vibration. Okay, so Goddess energy, receive, be open to receiving goodness, believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon, a gift. And again, this beautiful ball that I feel like every time it comes out, this is the reason Cerridwen told me to put my crystal ball out. Look at that. I just love it so much. I can scry and things like this, but the cards are better for me. I'm not going to be messing with that right now. Okay, so then the next one is flow. Okay, so find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectation. That is also, I believe, feminine energy. That is also part of temperance. Not too much, not too little. It means don't try to control so much in your life. Let your life unfold. And like I was saying, think outside of the box. find an easier path forward. This was a terrible path for him to choose. What about him packing up and moving to another place in the country or something? Think outside the box, release your expectations, surrender the outcome. That means you cannot control this. This is why you have 7 out of 10 cards here. The universe is really what's in control. It's your divine blueprint that is what is in control here, Aries. So make all this pain that you've gone through worth it. Learn the lesson and it will be worth it. Okay? All right. And again, you know if this is your story or somebody close to you. So I'm just saying it the way it is, it's looking here, okay? If you know this is about someone else, then that's what it is. And also, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just relaying the messages, okay? And thank you so much, Cerridwen, my new goddess friend. What do the fairies have to say to Aries? Whoa, whoa, fire. Big old candle moment here. Now that is talking to me about the sun. It's talking to me about the hermit. You're going to shine brighter. You're going, all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, you'll be really happy. Once you just learn how to adjust yourself inside. Okay? All right. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So what this is saying to me is believe. Believe in the happiness. Believe that everything can be okay. Believe that everything is going to work out. Remain positive about this. You've got a victory coming. I know this is your fear. Don't be afraid of this victory, but I see this. Also, if you are already connected with the fairies, they want to talk to you. If you are not already connected with the fairies, they want to connect with you. This is saying go outside in the elements as you are about to become very close. As this alchemist is going to bring you an energy of being almost like being an elemental. Okay? All right. And look at life with a more childlike heart. Okay? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Okay? And also learn to receive. Sometimes when we require help, it's hard for us to receive. Someone will say, here, I've got this. This can help you out. And you're like, oh, no, that's all right. No, thank you. But really, if you can't receive, then you can't give. If you are a cup who can't receive liquid, there's no way to give the liquid. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you at this time. I hope you got clarity, and I'll see you next time.